Yeah, good morning. I'm sharing my
Hi
screen.
Chandra, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes,
Okay. Yesterday we have seen about the our form tag with just like different input, something like how can you create it, either check boxes or text boxes or some other buttons with the submit or reset. The multiple functionalities we have seen. It means something like with the email and password with the form submit. And any doubt up to now, like yesterday's class, like if any doubts, please you guys can ask. Like no need to worry. Okay, I hope there is no doubts for that. Like let's go for other things. With the multiple attributes, something like how are you going to create it? Let's see. I'm creating a one more file name called form2.html, and with the help of the thing, like I'm going to create a HTML root tag with that main. Either with the help of body you can create it, or directly you can create the content. Something like table. For the table, like you can create align as a center. How you want to align it, you can put it. Whether the center or just like left or right, that thing you can put it. And I need the cell padding as a 10 pixel. In between each column, I need the 10 pixel space, just like how we want to look it. And after that, in the table tag, there will be main caption. What's the purpose of it? Like how we are writing it. That and all will be coming under our caption tag. I'm putting as caption as in the H2 tag, heading level 2 tag, size, max length, placeholder. These are the attributes we are going to discuss about now. Now, the tr, th, we can have our own information. Whichever you want to write it, we can insert that content. I'm putting as a full name with the table data. TD tag we have written. Now, table data tag, TD tag. For example, with the input tag, type equal to our text, and we can have multiple attributes for that. Something like placeholder, enter name, and maximum length. I need something like max length up to 20 characters. Maximum length up to 20 characters. And I need size as a 30 pixel. That depends on what we are passing it. It will be generating in our view. Let's see how it looks like. If you see now, this taken as a 40 pixel width, and I'm entering some text. Just yeah, the maximum length is taken as the 20 characters. 6, 10, 20 characters. Maximum it will allow up to 20 characters only. Maximum it will allow up to 20 characters only because of max length. Because of it's an max length. Because of maximum length. You can write our attributes name max length. It means maximum length of characters. Count in the particular input field. In the particular input field. Next size. Size means size of the input in pixels. Like that. However, the content you want to display it. However, the content you want to display it. That thing you can decide with the help of however you want to make a look of our field or just like our forms or anything. This and all like it will be coming under our attributes. It means something like how we want to look it, how we want to create our attributes, how we are going to display the data. This and all like it will be coming under that one. Like that, we can have our own way. Okay. Next, I'm going to create another attribute. Next, one more TR I'm going to create it now. Not only for the text, for any attribute, something like email or number or phone number or multiple things, you can have all attributes which are possible. Now I'm going to write in our email, our email with the 3D tag, something like our content, whichever you want to create it, you can add that one. I'm creating as an input type called email and placeholder enter email. Whichever you want to put the placeholder, you can have it. And I want maximum length 20 characters and size as a 40 pixel. And suppose if you want to pass the default value for the particular input field, you can put in the value attribute which it will take as a default. Which it will take as a default. Just I'm putting my default and I'm putting read only again. It's not editable. It means something like with the help of read only. That is not editable. That is not editable. And if you use the read only, no, it cannot enter any new value, but it will hold the form. But whereas if you use the disable, Nothing is possible with that. Like it's visible, but for the backend, like it won't go the value. For the backend, it won't go the value. Let's see. See, this is visible, but for the form with the backend, it's not go. I mean, like it won't hold with the attribute. Whatever will be binding the value, it doesn't go to the backend. That is the benefit of our read only. With the help of read only, it can go to the backend. And prior to that, we can have our just like class or ID things. With the help of this thing, we can link with CSS, JavaScript, as well as jQuery, like that. ID also same thing, same. Next, our disabled. Disabled in the sense, it will be disabled public input. It will disable the particular input. And read only, it pass value to the backend. It pass value to the backend. It cannot enter any new value. It cannot enter any new value. And yeah, this is the thing with the help of some of the attributes. We will say some more attributes how we can have it with the help of something like either rows or column with the text area, and as well as with the help of our tab index and everything like we'll be seeing with this with the help of tab index. I'm going to create an one more form file. Control Alt S form3.html. Form3.html. It can have with the HTML root tag and with the thing body tag and which holds our browser total information, whichever we will be seeing on the browser, that all the content we can write our own way. The H1 tag I'm putting as align attribute to just like align in the center or left or right. That thing you can specify over here. I'm putting as send you a message. I'm putting as send you a message. The table tag. If you use the table tag, no, the alignment will be very good. Like we need to have the proper things. In most of the cases, either we can use the table or just like with the alpha form tag, also we can put our custom CSS. Cell padding 15 pixel, border as a 5 pixel, and border color as a orange. And with the thing, like we need to have our table row tag, which it contains with the TD, it means like table data tag. Input type equal to text. Next, TD with the row span. And with the text area, I won't specify anything. Let's see like how it looks like by default. Now can you create other things? And now I'm going to create one more tier tag with the one more tier tag with our something like finally with the send message or something button. With the some button tag, something like send message. Send message value. You can send the message with that. Let's see how it looks like in the browser. Sorry, we should open our form 3, right? View current file in the browser. See how looks like our content. We have put in a row span as 3. That's why like 3 rows become merged into one column. I mean like one row with one column. Like that our merging will be happening. If you see now our send your message looks like very fine like in the however like monitor or something how it looks like same thing. The look and feel is good. And with the alpha text area tag, suppose if you want to put something like rows or columns, I'm going to specify something like rows as 8. Okay, and I'm going to increase now with the alpha columns. Hey, see, based on our columns and rows, it's automatically increasing our text area height and width. Text area height and width. That is the thing, like how can you specify our either rows or columns thing? Either rows or columns thing. We can easily maintain to just like increase our particular height of the text area, just like width of the just like our text area. That thing like we can specify with help or something like rows and before in the before example like we have seen value attribute. The value attribute is used for to set an default value for any input. Means any type of input like we can hold it with that. And rows and columns. to increase height of text area. Next columns to increase width of text area, like that. Just like to increase in either height or just like like width of particular thing, you can hold the particular like rows and columns for the each input. Finally, now we have done with our inputs, but there is only like one attribute with a tab index. It's been like missed up, I think so. Like only like tab index attribute we have missed up. How we can use it with a particular element? It means something like how it looks like. It means something like how we going to just like navigate between one input or other input by clicking on some tab or something. By clicking on some tab or something. And finally, with the help of just like our some form tag, we'll be seeing at the final how many types of form types will be there, or what is the method type, and all that I will be showing in the last example with the form 4.html. With the help of HTML root tag, I'm going to create the body tag. Any doubts up to now? If you have, you can ask. Like, suppose I click on any button or something, I need to navigate to the particular page that I'm putting in the help of some PHP page and method as either put, post, or delete, or just like post or get or something. Like we can have our own way. The align attribute is the common way for putting any something like our HTML attribute in the alignment to the left or right or to center. I'm going to write in personal details. I'm going to write the personal details. And with the help of table tag, we are going to write how we can handle something like the alignments and all. Full center and with the cell spacing as a temp. Cell spacing I will be putting as a something like 5 and cell padding as a 15 pixel and bottom color as a green. You can put your own color whichever you likes it and border as a 1 pixel. This is the table tag which we have created it, and with the help of tr I'm going to create an with the help of this thing I'm going to create a something like our th tag. It means something like table heading. First name. After that, with the td, I'm going to put an input tag. Text. Usually for the particular form, we need to have the name field for each input. so that for holding and particular value, like after submitting it or something. First name, last name, and I'm going to put another things with the other tier, just like I'm comparing it. Just I'm holding and with the help of something like my email. Next one I'm putting as a password, type as a password, with the name my password. Like that, we can hold with our just like different attributes to hold our information, either the city name or just like address or something. With other things, something like with the address, I'm going to create a text area. So with the help of just like it, address means something like it can have the multi-line inputs. That's why I'm going to create the text area, and calls when I'm matching with the three columns. The row says a 10 and column says a 65 pixel. It depends on the size, like we can pass our own values for this thing. Like name I'm holding with the help of something like my address. And finally, I will be making one button called register and submit. Register and clear all like we can have it. Then it will be just like TH and color span. I'm going to put something like I need to merge the total four columns into one column. With the two buttons I'm handling it here. The button type is a submit. Next button type as a reset. The reset message something like clear all. If you see now in the browser, this is how our form looks like. It means if you see like in the particular order, the look and feel is good, something like our automatically align something like our first name, last name, email ID, password, address, the multiple things like we can hold it. Something like after entering any value, if you see now, something like what are the value you are going to put it now. That and all like while clicking on the register, if you see now in this router, the success.php, it means something like what are the file name I kept it in the something like our form action. It went to with the same URL. And if you see now in the network, if you see now in the network, just like it's holding and get request. It's just like find our path, like what are the success of PHP is trying to find it with the question mark. And what are the values we have entered in our something like our inputs with the help of name. Whatever you have binded, something like F name, N name, this and all, like it is considered as a our form data binding values. Form data binding values, which are you have selected it depends on that. Like it's hard to navigate it to particular action page. This is went away with the file of nothing will be there. Just like our query parameters actually showing nothing response is nothing because that file is not found. Because that file is not getting found, that's why it haven't seen anything like okay. This is the way like how we can hold our information. The found action. And suppose if we come to here and I'm clicking on clear all, like automatically this data is going off. If I'm clicking on that with the empty values, like it's going. Research purpose is just like to clear the data of the particular form, and whereas the submit means are just like input type and submit means are just like register or something. It will be just like to save our information in the backend or something. That are not information we can write with our input type as a submit attribute. I'm like input type attribute value as a I mean like input button type value is a submit type. Submit type so that to save our information to the particular place we can write the content. And next one more attribute I'm going to add in that same thing like tab indexes. I'm putting for this tab index as 0. If you see now in the browser, I'm going to refresh it. I'm clicking on the tab. So just like auto coming to there, just like how it will be looks like. Just based on the indexes, something like it will be just like entering it, something like out of the particular field, something like it's coming to the order. The tab means something like in the keyboard's tab, whichever you're trying to press it, depends on that it will auto navigate to one input to other in the order way. Suppose if you specify as a tab index, that is the purpose of tab index. If you're clicking on that one, like it's auto going to the next, each input fields. So we can easily understand what we are trying to pass it. We can easily understand what we are trying to pass it. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new file called. It means like one more example called okay. One more example I'm going to create it. File upload file. File upload file. It means how we will be doing our file upload in a particular web page. Might be either our Aadhaar card or PAN card or some other image, so and so. I'm putting as a body tag with a simple input type as a file. See what are the file you will upload here, a zip file, some of the PDF, some of the like it may something like any file like JPG, PNG, SVG, PDF, a doc file, or anything like it's getting accepted with the help of input type as a file. Input type as a file. It's getting allowed. With the help of this thing, it's getting allowed. And next is something like how we can upload multiple files at a time. And I'm going to put as a multiple for the particular input so that it will be accepting in multiple files uploading. It will be accepting in multiple files uploading. With the control, like if you press the select, we can select the multiple files over here. If you see now, see totally five files I uploaded here in the multi-upload. But if you see in the single file, like if I'm pressing in control also, no, it will be just like only one file at a time. That is the main difference between single file upload and multiple files uploads. And when passing to the backend, how will be writing it with the help of form attribute I'm going to show you now. Form with method I need to call with the post method. With the action equal to our upload file.php and encryption type multi-part form data. While uploading any file to the backend, we will be using the same thing like multi-part form data. That is the way how we will be passing to the backend to just like to save our information either for the getting purpose or saving purpose or anything. If you see now with the div in the other way how we can create our inputs with the help of label, let's see. The label tag for equal to our file. It means whatever we'll be going to put our file, that it should be matching in the downside attribute with the name. Input type equal to file and name equal to file. So whatever label you have kept it on the up top, it should be matching with the name here. And I'm putting here a multiple attribute. You see now in the browser, it is showing the same way, like it's a multiple files uploading purpose. You can upload any number of files, either one or multiple, with the help of multiple. And next thing, we will be getting a doubt. How can you restrict to particular files? Instead of uploading all the files, how can you upload some of the files only? Only PNG, and JPG. How can you restrict it? The particular input type as a file with the accept attribute with the accept attribute dot jpg dot jpg dot png with the comma we need to separate for the particular types which is getting allowed by our application. Type as a submit. If you see now in this case, now if you see, it's showing only some of the files, not all the files. JPG or PNG only, like it's getting accepted. But the thing is something like if you open directly, it's auto filtering like which file you need to getting uploaded. In the custom way, like however you want to accept with our files, that will be just like it is getting accepted with the same thing. Like if you see now, in the insert, like it's not getting any error because we are selecting our custom format so that like it's auto accepting like by seeing the user except developer that doesn't know to change out something like custom files with all files or something, they'll be getting allowed in only something like based on the accepted format. This is the way how we can customize filter. Ravi Tamudu or Ravi. This is the just way how you can just like custom filter with a input type as a file. Just like we can pass our own way, whichever you want to filter it out. And finally, like after submitting the form, if you see now, it's going to the upload PHP file, and with the network, if you see our content type is going as a multi-part or form data. I mean, I said right. Which of the files like we will be sending to the backend, the content format should be our form data multi-format, multi-part. This is the how. This is the way. How can we handle? How can we handle the multiple attributes or just like multiple types? This is what it will happen. Any doubts up to now in the files or something like or any attributes? If any doubts, please you guys can ask. and I'm putting in the developer guy and something like. Okay, the accept attribute is to just like restrict our files uploading our file types. Okay, we'll meet you tomorrow again. Thank you so much, Allah, for joining. We'll see you tomorrow, class. Any doubts?
No, bro.
Okay,
Thank
thank you. Thanks a lot, Allah, for joining. Have a great day.